In this lesson, you will play each of your 4 single open strings and learn where they land on the staff. These 4 notes on the staff are good landmarks for a mandolin player. These 4 particular notes, G, D, A, E, will help you divide all of the notes into 4 different areas on the staff, corresponding with your 4 different strings, from low G all the way up to high E. So let's start with high E right here. This is the one that's the top space on the staff. It's the highest open string note, even though it's lower to the ground. Let's not be silly. We're talking about pitch. So make sure when I say your high string, or we're going to walk down, we're actually going up to the ceiling, down to the floor, if you're looking at sheer direction. So when we're talking about up and down from now on, we'll be referring to the pitch of the notes, not the physicality of your mandolin. So let's try the highest open string, sounding a high E, and we're going to place E on the high space of the staff. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. E, 2, 3, 4. E, 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 4. E, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, 3. One more time. First line. E, rest, rest, rest. E, 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 4. E, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, 3, 4. So that was your E string. The A string, by the way, when you play these single notes, it's probably a good idea. I did this in book 1, but just to review, we're going to land on the next string with a rest on it, we call it. So it's called a rest stroke, where we play the A string, but where we rest is the next string closer to the floor, like literally lower in this case. So that's falling through the A string, landing or resting, rest stroke on the E string. So we might as well do that here on the A string. And just walking this down to the next area on the staff, you see there's quite a few lines and spaces between the E, the highest space, and then A, 2 spaces, and several lines down. So we actually have notes linking the E and the A. That the whole point of this book is learning the notes in between. So just check out where the A is. We would usually call that the second space, because it's the second space up from the bottom of the staff. So here's the A. 2, ready, go. A, 2, 3, 4. A, A, A. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. Moving down as we're going down lower notes. The next one would be D, and this one is in actually the space at the bottom of the staff. It's down below the 5th line, or the bottom line, first line. And if you can imagine a next line underneath it, it would make that D a space note, not a line note. So you'll notice all the open strings are on spaces on the treble clef staff. So here comes D, same rhythm, different note. 2, ready, go. D, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 and D, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. Same thing with G, and G is so much lower than D there at the bottom of the staff that we need to walk down several lines and spaces, namely those ones, to get us down to 2 ledger lines below. It's below the second ledger line, in the space below the second ledger line. So G will always have a distinctive look to it, as well as all the notes in that little area of the staff. They will all have ledger lines. So that's a dead giveaway that it's your G string, right? Let's try the last one, G. G, 2, 3, and 4, and G, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2. So that's going to be your 4 spots on your mandolin that are the easiest to play, first of all. We don't even need our left hand yet. But they'll be your guideposts as we move through this book. So we'll play this exercise, and it's called the open string reading exercise, just to get used to which one's which. That's all it is. And once you learn it here, you can pop back in and just play through it with me every day in the next video. I literally just have myself playing this thing up to speed in the next video. But here it is, just so we can do it in this lesson. So the main thing is you'd want to say the note names, look at them on the sheet music, look on your mandolin. This is really just training your brain to see something on a page and say, aha, that's a G, and know what to do. So here we go. Remember, there are repeat signs, so we'll play each line twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. A, E, 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 A, and rest. 2, 3, again. A, E, 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 A, and rest. Now the second line, it's A, but now we go down. D, 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 and 1, 2, ready, and A, D, 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 A. Here comes the third line, starting way up high. E, A, and going lower and lower still to D. And one more time on line 3. E, A, D, D, D. Now we'll start on that D in line 4. D, 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 G, 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 G. And 1, 2, line 4 again. D, 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 G, 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 G. And line 5, second from the bottom. G, 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 D, D, D. Again. G, 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 D, D, D. And the last line is the same thing. If you noticed, by the way, second to last line was G, D, A, E. All heading from lowest to highest up the staff and down your mandolin. And now we'll do the reverse, starting on E, going from highest to lowest. 1, 2, last line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G, G. So you can practice that every day until it's automatic with the next video.